What's up, all you beautiful people? Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is back. It's been 2 weeks, guys. I know. Sorry, I needed to take a little break. I was away. I was in the Kruger National Park, just relaxing, enjoying. And I know I left you guys on a huge cliffhanger. And a little bit of that was intentional. I apologize. But we're back. Episode 66 of the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge is on your doorstep. 2 big games for us. 2 big games that will determine whether we stay invincible and we win a double. That's right. 2 huge games. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please smash the like button. Hit subscribe and notify if you haven't done so already. To everybody that has, appreciate every single one of you guys. Enough rambling. Let's get to the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. We're back, guys. We've got 2 games left of the season. We are the champions of Portugal. You can have a look here. Champions. And on top of that, we're still undefeated. That's right. Today, we could become invincibles. All that stands in our way is Sporting, who have secured 3rd place. They can't go higher. They can't go lower. So, in essence, this is just a pride match. And with that being said, we also have the 2nd game coming up against Benfica in the Taça de Portugal final. That game takes place in just over 2 weeks from this game. So enough time to rest the players. That's what we're doing today. Then we're going to do a full season review as well. And just talk a little bit about some of the players, some of the goal contributions, some of everything. I mean, you can just have a quick look here. We already have, our top 3 in Marsh, Figueira, and Lisbon, the 3 of them. That's already 52 goals between the 3 of them. You throw in Barco with his 13, Orestes with his 10, Guna Diath with his 10, Darmini with 12, Imago with 16, Almeida with 15. We have scored a lot of goals in the season so far. In fact, in the Portuguese league, if we just go to the stages page, you can see 116 goals for Porto. We've scored 11 against Tondela and Vitor Guimaraes twice over 2 games, which is remarkable. We've only conceded 18 goals this season, and 98 goal difference, hoping to hit 100 in our first game. That being said, this is the team that is starting the game. Almeida is currently injured. He's missed the last 2 games. Letu, since the last time you saw us, actually, which was, actually didn't even do that, did I? Last time, of course, you can just have a quick look. We're undefeated, so that's the spoiler. When we lost to Braga in the 2nd leg, I think, or drew with them, and got knocked out of that league. Anyway, somewhere around there. I did say I was going to come back for when we won the title. I decided against that. We knew we were going to win the title. We're coming back to see the undefeated streak. We beat Portimonense 2-0. A fantastic little result there. Santa Clara put 5 past them. 5 different goal scorers. Cho Du-Yong picked up his first goal of the season for us. His first and only goal so far in the Copa de Portugal. He did also score international goal, which is great for him. Getting onto the score sheet. Then we did beat Famalicão 4-0. Figueira picking up 2. And Lisbon picking up a goal and Orestes. You will notice that I have changed the tactic a little bit. This is just me trying something out. I just want to see something. We scored 6 past Maritimo. Varela, Mash, Almeida, Lisbon, Imaga, and Cesar. All 6 different goal scorers. I am going to use the new tactic against Sporting. You can see we've got rid of the attacking midfielder and essentially just moved up to a pressing forward. Now, the reason behind this is before I changed it, Domini wanted a new contract, refused to sign a new contract. I was willing to give him about 120. He wanted 250. Since then, he's become happier again, which is great. But I have to think of a world where I'm not going to have an advanced playmaker. And unfortunately, I don't really have any good advanced playmakers in the squad. And, which I will talk about a bit later, in terms of signing players is just not an option right now because we just don't have the funds at the moment, especially with the crippling debt that the club has, which I was hoping to have a lengthy Champions League to try and sort that out. That didn't really work out, but a lot of our players I wanted. Probably going to end up selling a lot of these players come the transfer season. But for now, we're sticking to this. Lisboa is pressing forward. Figueira up front. Mash and Terekos will come in on the right-hand side. I was thinking of playing Imiga on that side. I can play that side very, very well, but I want to give Terekos a little bit more minutes just to try and sort him out. I actually want to try and get him on good form just so we can sell him off. Moya, who stepped up quite nicely this season, coming in for the injured Victor. Gunnar Duath, probably one of our best players that we have in the squad at the moment. Barco on the left-hand side. Julio Cesar, Orestes, and Marcio make up the defense. And Florin Diaz, our goalkeeper, who I need to speak a little bit of praise about him. 13 appearances, 7 goals conceded, 7 clean sheets. He has been absolutely fantastic since joining us from River Plate for 10.25 million. A lot of question marks over him. I saw in the comments you guys weren't too happy about that I sold Meisler for him, but it had to be done. It had to be done. Let's get to the game. We're taking on Sporting. It is away from home. It is a derby. It is to keep the undefeated streak alive. Ruben Amorim's Sporting Lisbon. Love that back three. We have broken them before, of course. We're here at the Stadio José Valvalde. They didn't give us a guard of honor. Every other game I played so far, they've given us. Sporting would refused. I don't like that. I don't like that they refused to give us a... They're supposed to clap us in as champions. They didn't. Bad sportsmanship. Bad sportsmanship from Sporting. Now, we're trying the new tactic out. Obviously, we're just testing it out, seeing if everything works. Whether it is a possibility that we could not have Domini next season. He's decided to stay. But the problem I have is that he tends to get a bit more vocal when they decide to stay, and then come transfer season, then they get vocal again. That was a bad pass, by the way. That was just nothing to do with the tactic. That was just silliness from our defenders and midfielders. Diaz picks that up from the corner. We've actually been very good in terms of not conceding goals when it comes to corners. Of course, a win here we've already broken the record for most points scored in a league season, and we've broken the record for most goals scored in a league season. So really, this is just undefeated. A draw, yeah, I'm happy. I just want to go undefeated. 34 played. We're going to have 30 wins, 4 draws. I'm fine. Or 31 wins, 3 draws. I'm okay with that. Terekos with the corner now. Picks up the near post. Orestes has already scored a couple of goals from the set piece. He is a little bit of a corner merchant. Him and Julio Cesar actually are both quite tall and quite jumpy people to score those headers, which I love to see. I love to see it. Half-time coming up. Still 0-0. We've been playing well. We've been pretty much exactly the same as Sporting, though. Moya on a yellow card does make me a little bit nervous. I'm going to say I'm not happy from the team. Get them a little bit more motivated. Get them a little bit more, forward pushing. Get them into that final third. We do have the option to bring on Domini for one of the strikers and then just push them down back to the old tactic. Not something I've gotten rid of. I just want to try this. I want to try and play with 2 strikers. We have so many good strikers in the team that to get them all to play would be quite impressive. Emiga can come in from Terekos on the right, not playing well. Gunnar Duath not having the best of games either. Varela can come in there. Marcio on the yellow makes me a little bit nervous. I don't have Neto. He was injured. Lucas Marsh coming for Romelu Silva. Mash not playing great at the moment. We'll just do that. Just those swaps there, just to get some more fresh legs in that final third. I feel like we are lacking it a little bit. There's an injury. Emiga injured. He's been on the field for 4 minutes. I don't have any other right mid players. I suppose Domini can play there, cut in. We'll have to play Domini there. Ah, that's not good. we do put on quite a lot of press on them. Orestes now has the opportunity. Moya looking for options, goes long to Silva. Silva, Barco picks up Varela, back to Silva. Silva cuts in. Ramu Silva. It's 1-0. I feel like we deserved that goal a little bit, especially after they injured my player. I mean, I'm got to take wins where you can take wins. Silva, beautiful little cut back to Barco. Backs to Varela, back initially to the man that started it all. And a simple little tap into the far post. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done about that one. Maybe could have cut down the space a little bit quicker. But they've switched now to a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is very unlike Amarim to do. I mean, you just watch Man United this season, you'll understand that. Reina, though, has opportunities. Kuto, Jan Kuto, pulls one back, scores his first goal of the season. Of course, he scores his first goal of the season in the final game in the 83rd minute of the league. Took the corner, found Neto, found Reina. Reina's shot was parried, and Jan Kuto perfectly in the right place at the right time with a fantastic little finish there from the winger. We've got a corner now. Can we restore our lead? Domini with the corner. Domani goes to the far post. Orestes, he can restore it. That's what he does best. 11 goals this season. I think 9 of them have come through headers from the corner. And what a solid strike from Orestes. That's why he's in the team. He's just such a good defender. Defensively and attacking-wise, he is that good. With that being said, ladies and gents, with 10 seconds left to play, can we score third and really cement the undefeated streak? Even if they score, we remain undefeated. We are invincible in the Portuguese league. We have not lost a single game this season. Domini was trying a quick little weird shot there. If that had gone in, that's a goal of the season contender. But doesn't matter. We are undefeated in Portugal's league. Like I said, 31 victories, 3 draws. And it's even better that we did it over Sporting Lisbon. There you go. Finish the season with 99 goals difference, 96 points. Absolutely fantastic. We are invincible. Are we going to get the message? Oh, 6 damaged spine. Jeez. Anyway, let's have a look at the invincible season for Porto. Finally confirmed. There you go. Undefeated in the league. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Whew. Can we make the double now? That is the dream. That is what we're doing. We've got Benfica taking on in the Taça Portugal final. We can have a quick look of how we both got here. We look at the tree format. First round, of course, none of us play in the first round. We all start at the second round. Do we start at the second or do we start at the third round? There's Porto. Okay, we start at the third round then. I'm guessing Benfica as well. But anyway, we'll start at the third round. We beat Real Sport Club 8-0 in our first game in the third round. Benfica, let me find them. Right here by me. They beat Univete Evora 4-1. They then went on to beat National Damera 2-1. Belenense 5-0. Vittore Guimarães 4-0. And most recently in the semi-final, beat Firenze 9-2. They had quite an easy little run. Ours wasn't as straightforward. We had to beat Sporting Lisbon 3-1 after extra time. We then dispatched of Despires Chavez 6-0. Rio Ave was dispatched of 4-1. We then had a tough game in Braga, beating them 5-2, which leads us now to the final, which is coming up next. Guys, we're back for the Benfica game, taking on Benfica in the Taça de Portugal. Could be our second trophy of the season. Basically the same squad that beat Sporting, with the exception of Almeida coming back on the right-hand side instead of Terracos. Of course, Imiga out for 5 months with a damaged spine. Our goalkeeper picked up a minor injury, but he is fine. Lucas Marsh also picked up a minor injury, but he looks like he is fine. He also won the best young player of the Champions League, which was fantastic. And Victor Letu, who is, I suppose, a little bit fit, but not fit enough to maybe can start on the bench. We'll take Karma off. And he won second best goal of the tournament as well in the Champions League. We did get some good money. There is some news we can talk about after the game. But we're going to take on Benfica in our second attempt at getting a trophy. This is a double trophy. Of course, we failed in the League Cup sort of thing. We're at the Stadio Nacional do Jamor. That's where we're playing. That's the stadium. That's what it looks like. Let's take on the mighty Benfica. Of course, we've had some mixed results with Benfica. We've drawn to them twice in the league. We've beaten them in the League Cup. And I think it was Champions League, actually, on League Cup. I can't remember. One of the two that we did beat them. Liho now for Benfica to Kudas Kurkeres. Kurkeres on the wing. Takes the shot. Hits the bar. Morgan forward throwing there. Very early signs that Benfica here to play. And they definitely want to win at least a trophy this season. Of course, Champions League, they got knocked out. League Cup, I think, did they win the League Cup? Or was it Sporting that beat us in the final? I think it was Benfica in the final, to be honest. I have to go check that. I can't remember. But March finds Figueira, and he hits it wide. Shoulder back. Got a foot in there. Takes it to a corner. Barco with the corner. Launches one in, finds Todibo's head instead of one of ours. Almeida, though, can take a second bite at the cookie, finding Marsh, but Arno Tenez picks up the ball in the good spot, launches it forward. Kudos was under, but can't get to it. Guna picks up Barco, who's had a fantastic season. Second half been a bit quiet. His start to the season was absolutely fantastic. Here comes Barco again. Picks up Mash. Beautiful little play between him and Lisbon. Figueira lets it go for Almeida. And that's his 16th of the season. Our first for the cup final. And it was a good little play. I think Figueira actually got tackled. That's why I don't think he actually intentionally let it run through his legs. Yeah, I think he actually got tripped. And Almeida was just at the back post at the right time and slotted that easily into the back of the net. It does put us up 1-0 against Benfica with 30 minutes played. We have one hand on the trophy. And that's a bad back pass. Figueira will capitalize. That's number 2. That is number 2. What a finish. Poor defending from Benfica. The back pass completely missed its target. Who was that? Was that Kudos? It was Kudos. I'm not sure who he was looking for, but Figueira was the quickest to react. Tenas was well out of his box. I mean, if he got a hand to that, probably would have been a sending off as well. So I think, but lucky he didn't get his hand to it. Benfica trying to fight back now with Hugo Felix. Schalndrop hits the bar. I think that was Mash in the end who got the ball away eventually. But Benfica asking questions. We know how much Felix loves to torture us in these games. But we've got another corner. Barco with the corner. This time finds Orestes. Can't pick up Orestes' head. Almeida, though. Orestes. Almost 3. And that could have really cemented our second trophy here. As we approach halftime, we are leading 2-0. Moya and Mash both on yellow cards. A little bit nerving that Moya is picking up regularly yellow cards. But just before the end of the half, Benfica have a chance, but they've given it away now. Almeida. Guna Diath picks up Marcio. Orestes. Back to Diath. Just passing around nicely in the middle of the park. I do like that. Mash picking up Moya. Moya going for the shot. Mateus Moya, take a bow, son. What a finish. Absolutely brilliant. That hit that with his right foot as well. His weaker foot. But look at this pass here from Mash. Picked up Moya. Just smashed it in with his weaker foot. Absolutely fantastic. 3-0 at halftime. Didn't even dream of this, guys. I didn't even dream of this. That is brilliant. Dispatching of Benfica. our arch rivals, of course. Two huge rivalries to end off the season. One securing us an undefeated streak and becoming invincible in Portugal. The second, potentially a trophy in the Taça Portugal. A double trophy haul for Porto. Potentially we could have 3 trophies by the end of official season. I'll explain why in a little bit. But at 63 minutes, I think it's time to make some swaps. Second half has been a little bit relatively quiet. Lisboa can come off. Gilmere can come on. I've been playing him as a little bit of a striker, just trying to get him on there. He can play striker. He does have the attributes to be a good pressing forward, to be honest. We just need to train him a little bit more as a pressing forward. You can see some decent, other than his concentration, everything else is pretty much on par where you want it to be in terms of pressing forward. Elsewhere, Mash on a yellow scares me. We'll give Silva a run. Moya on a yellow has scored a goal, can get a standing ovation. Victor Letu can come back in. He's coming back from injury. Also, Marsha on a yellow can come off. Nunes can come on. And, Cesar can come off for Cho as well. We'll make those 4 or 5 swaps. Just get some fresh legs in there. All over the park. Midfield defenders, strikers. Wherever you want, there's new fresh legs. Nicely evenly spaced as well, I think. Barco finds Gilmere. This is Cho Du-Yong. Of course, we're going to do the roundup quickly at the end of the season for the season review as well. Orestes. Figueira. Back to Orestes. Almeida. Back to the back post. Romanu Silva. I think that one might be offside. I didn't celebrate it very quickly because I think it might be. I think he was just a hint offside. I think. Yeah, I did think. That's why I thought Silva was a little bit offside. You can have the lines in. Yeah, if we're not going to see the lines because it was actually Almeida offside, not even Romelu. I suppose. Okay, I thought Romelu was a little bit offside. I thought he was a bit ahead of Almeida. Apparently not. What do I know? What do I know? Still 3-0 up, though. Tuda picks up Cocu. Gives it away to Victor. Who then, in turn, Duath gives it away to Hugo Felix. Hugo Felix. I mean, he's trying to keep up his reputation of scoring a goal against me every time he plays. Here he's going to be with an assist as a corner. Can he do something? He launches into Schandrop. Back to Hugo. Cuts back inside, trying to find the gap now, Benfica, to try and get back into this game. I think it might be a little bit too late for them to get back into it. With only 5 minutes left, they've got to score a huge amount to climb up. Looking for something to happen. Liho hits the bar. And that was close. That was close. I kind of want a clean sheet, though. And I hope I haven't jinxed it now by saying I want the clean sheet. With only 3 minutes left to play, the 3 extra time. Nunes looking for Figueira. Picks up Gilmere. And good ball to Silva, who's got Barco wide open. Eventually finds him. Duath looking on the back post. Kerkez clears that beautifully. Schandrop picks up Tenaz, who's not had the best of games, I think. Although, fairness, can't really blame him for that second goal where it was just a wayward back pass for Figueira. Bruno Duath picks up Gilmere. Beautiful ball to Silva. He's got Figueira in the box. Picks up Figueira. That was almost number 2 for Figueira. Number 4 for Porto. Doesn't matter. We've won another trophy. We've won the Taça Portugal. De Portugal, rather. Fantastic scenes here. Brilliant stuff. We're not going to watch the celebration, guys. We've got a lot to do. Congratulations. A huge, huge victory for Porto. We are the champions of Portugal. We are the team record. There we go. Broken some records. You can't see them. We just got 2 achievements just behind my head. Fantastic little result there for us. Double in my first season at Porto. First full season at Porto. In terms of just how it is happening, Porto do the double. There we go. Get some money in there. Not a lot of money. I thought we'd get a little bit more for winning the Porto. But now, I want to do a season review, but I don't think the season review is coming because we have 3 games to come up in the FIFA Club World Cup. The new format of the FIFA World Cup thing. so many groups, much more games. We now have to play 3 games. Then we go to a second round. We go to a quarterfinal. We go to a semifinal and a final. So potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. And I think they all played over two rounds. Where is the match rules, group stage? I don't want the group stage. I want second rounds. Okay, no, it is just 1 game each at least. Okay, well, we're going to come back for that game. Before we do, though, I wanted to quickly do a little roundup of the squad, have a look at how we lined up, how we played. And then just terms of who is going to stay and who is going to go, what we're going to do. In terms of players that I'm looking at bringing up from the B team and the under-23s, there's a few players that I have pinpointed. Vida is probably one that's going to go on loan again. I just want him to go to a team where he's actually going to play more than, 7 starts and not 18 substitutes. I kind of need him to play a little bit more football, so we'll look to loan him off next season. Mark Pierre-Louis definitely going to come into the first team as a backup striker. Had a good run at Plymouth there. 42 appearances, 22 goals, 2 assists. Came second in the championship player of the season as well. So fantastic little thing for him. And then in terms of other players, I was thinking of maybe Ferrelis Scott, who did very well in Europa League for Portomisi this season and scored 9 goals in the league as well for him. Or we can also go for Nelson Girlo as a backup striker. But in an ideal, I'll probably land up selling both of them and try and fund a fee for somebody else. And then under 23s, there is 2 players that I'm very keen on bringing up and giving them a run in the first team. First one is Raul Pedro de Neves. With Emiga being out for 5 months, he'll probably have an opportunity to star in that right flank behind Almeida in a couple games. Had a good run at Middlesbrough, 41 appearances, 7 goals, 4 assists for him. He is the type of player that I want to give a little bit more minutes to. And then Heredio, another striker that I kind of want to give minutes to. Had a good season in Portugal's League 2 with 10 goals in 33 games with Vuvuzela. If I decide to loan him again, because he is only 19, we could look at Shadid Raza, our wonder kid from Thun, if you guys remember him. Spent on loan at Thun. Didn't have the best of season, only 21 games this season. Expected a little bit more development from him. But he could be that sort of Darmini replacement that we do need. So maybe in a season or 2, he could be the one to come in there. Elsewhere, players that I'm looking at loaning out again is Pendeno, Rosendo, and Gassemi. I kind of want to loan these guys out. They're all still quite young. I want to give them a bit of options. And then there's a few 20-year-olds in here that I'm looking at probably selling off. In terms of the first team, a lot of players are probably going to stay that are in the first team. A few of them will be out the door. The likes of Neto will probably be out. Varela, I think, is another one that could be on his way out. Gilmerez, Terekos, I think, are also on a Devacoma. Of course, we know he's out. And Matos. All probably looking at selling them off and trying generating a little bit of money. Because in terms of finances, we're currently 35.5 million in debt. We do have 10 million from the original 9.95. Next season, they're willing to give us 4.97. So that's a little bit on the lower side. So that's where we're going to have to generate some money. And then we have about 200,000 available in the wage budget next season. In terms of just goal contributions and everything else like that, you can see every single one of our players, except for David Carmo, who played games, scored at least 1 goal and assisted at least 1. Oh, I think Julius Cesar did an assist, yeah, and Orestes did an assist. Our 2 centre-backs didn't assist, and Gilmerez, actually. But anyway, every single one except Carmo, who is basically out the door, scored a goal that had played at least 1 game for us. So fantastic little numbers there. In terms of top goal scorers, Figueiro with 31 goals, Almeida 16, Emiga 16, Barco 13, Mash 12, Darmini 12, Orestes 11, Lisboa 10, Gunnar Diath 10. I mean, just that all double figures with goals. 9 people with double figure in goals is just fantastic. And then, of course, add another, 4 on there. And that's all people that have contributed more than 5 goals this season. In terms of assists, there is no one better than Domini. 22 assists coming in there. 19 for Mash, 16 for Almeida, 12 from Figueroa, 12 from Barco, 10 for Terakos, 10 for Letu, and 10 for Emega. Again, assists across the board. The tactic that we had, of course, with the advanced playmaker really does help a lot in terms of contributing of goals. It is something that I am playing the idea that do we have enough strikers to do the 2-striker one? We don't have enough advanced playmakers to do the advanced playmaker one. So maybe we sell some strikers and then bring in an advanced playmaker to play us back up to Domini. We can also bring the likes of Riza up to the first team at 18 years old. I don't know if he's going to be 100% ready. But that is something we can look at. And of course, players that we can look at capitalizing on terms of transfer value. I mean, you look at some of these values and you think guys like, Raul Perez, who probably won't get a first team opportunity ahead of Barco. Can we capitalize on about 30 million for him? Of course, the guys that we are looking at selling are all on the lower end of the value. And then I also look at the likes of someone like Duath, who's valued at 60 to 66 million. I mean, if the bid comes in, I probably won't say no. He is a fantastic player. 18 goal contributions, age 29, though, is what you look at. The same can be said for Victor Letu at 53 evaluation. And even so much as Emega at 30 million, well, he's injured now for 6 months, so maybe not an option to sell him. But some big valued players here could potentially move on as well. With that being said, ladies and gents, we've done a little bit of a season review. We'll do a proper one when it comes in, I think probably after the FIFA Club World Cup. We're coming back in, 2 weeks for that? Yeah, it's about 2 weeks' time. So that's when we're doing it. We'll come back for that. We are the champions of Portugal. That's right, I can hold the note. Here we go. Invincibles in Portugal. Not one loss throughout the whole entire season. We won the Taça Portugal. We've got the Club World Cup coming up. Life is good in Portugal. If you like the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think was the highlight of our Invincible season. Let me know what you think I should do to try and help build the squad for next season. We've got Club World Cup action coming up. We've got a transfer special coming up as well. Don't know how much of a transfer special we're going to have with the Club World Cup, because when the Club World Cup ends, if we make it all the way to the final, we basically have like a week and a half of transfers. So cross fingers, we can make some deals. Hope you guys enjoyed. Smash the like, leave a comment, hit subscribe. Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.